came from Venus. I'm feeling way too hot, high-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, and now I got ether.
Recording in progress.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl Nikki bringing you the latest and trending topics, celebrity gossip, and recap on all your favorite reality TV shows. But before we get into today's content, you guys, I need y'all to pay y'all fare. It's free. I need you to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so you can be notified when I update content to my channel. And please remember to leave comments and share my content on your different social media platforms. Also follow us on our platforms. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All right, so follow me, we'll follow you back. And don't forget to place those orders for your head wraps, okay? We got them for men, women, babies, and all. I got beautiful fabrics from Nigeria. I have a new line coming out. I'm so excited. I've been doing my research trying to find you guys some new quality fabrics. And you can hit me up on my DMs in my Instagram, or you can email me your orders. And if you're locally in my state in New Jersey, I'll pull up on you. All right, guys. So today, let's get into it. I've been looking into this story. There is a trending topic going around. And as you all know, Beyoncé just dropped her new album, Renaissance, which I love, okay, because it is a different type of sound, and I could really jam out to it. I could work out to it. I could ride in the car on a long drive to it. I really like the album, but there's a few people speaking out, and there's a pastor that spoke out, and he's saying that she sold her soul to the devil, and all the controversy is around her song Church Girl, okay? So let's get into it, you guys, because I feel like it's a little clout chasey on the church part, and I think they looking for some donations, okay? So, you know, I got an article for my naughty crew. And shout out to the Shade Room for dropping these articles. And shout out to thatgreatjuice.net, all right, for dropping this article. So the article says Bishop Wooden slams Beyonce and Twinkie Clark over Church Girl. It's demonic, trash, and sacrilege. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So Beyonce's Renaissance song Church Girl may proclaim no one can judge me but me. But Bishop Patrick Wooden Sr., President and CEO of the Upper Room COGIC, begs to differ. Okay, and this is her song, but we're not going to play it for copyright reasons. So not long after Dr. Dorinda Clark Cole, one of the fourth of the generation Clark sisters, okay, which is a very known gospel group. These ladies' voices are phenomenal, out of this world. They could blow anybody out of this park. All right. So the Clark sisters, whose 1981 song Center of Thy Will is sampled in Church Girl, took to the pulpit to tell religious critics to leave Beyonce alone over the tune's content. Wooden is making headlines for calling public rebuke and denunciation of its creators and contributors. Okay, so this is a little judgmental, you guys, but I do have some footage, so let's get into it.
I want to preach to you, missionaries. I want to preach to you, elders. I want to preach to you, superintendents, pastors, and leaders. We're called to speak up. We're called to say something. Beyonce just released Sacrilege. The only thing I can account for some of this stuff is somebody done sold their soul to the devil. Now, all I can say to you is this. When you sell your soul to the devil, you get the short end of the stick. Because you're not going to live but solo. And when you leave here where you're going to be there forever. So it's not a good deal. I don't care what it gives you. But this piece of trash that's released, and she named it Church Girl. Now, I had thought to try to read the lyrics to you, but I struggled to listen to them. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's not for public consumption. It would be a desecration if I read this. And I don't recommend it. You know, parents, I know all your little children, they're all of them 3 months old, they got a cell phone. But I don't recommend that you let them listen to this. It's the worst. Am I right? It's the worst. You can't get and to sample the song of a real church lady, Tweaker Clark, I don't know whether she knew what she was going to do with the song or not. She knows she's not saved. I don't talk about anything that's not public. Anything that's public is fair game. And I pray to God that a stiff denunciation of what she did with that song is put out. It shows that we're not speaking up. Don't nobody respect the church. The world don't respect the church. So you can't win the world enamored by them. I'm just so proud that somebody want to use my music. What do you mean? You're one of the best in the world.
You're preaching, sir. You're preaching, sir. You're preaching, sir.
We sing for Jesus. I tell you what did help me. Marshall just released, where's she at? Released hers. And that's the one you need to buy. That's the one. Got a good beat to it. If you feel like shouting.
Yes,
a sanctified, unmistakably sanctified message. Amen. And you know, can't nobody sing any better. But to show this kind of disrespect for the church, and what's sad is this, there will be church people who will defend it. But let me tell you something. I'm not bothered by those who defend that kind of garbage. I'm bothered by those who say nothing. You're the one who angers me. Am I right? The late President Richard Milhous Nixon said nothing hurt him. Because he was criticized for Watergate. He said nothing hurt him as bad as the indifference of his friends. So it just bothers me when we go silent, when we go neutral. Do you not know? I'm going to preach this in a minute. Do you not know that in the Bible there are no demilitarized zones? Jesus said, "He that is not for me is against me. And he who is not gathering together is scattering abroad." Now, whose side are you on? Well, the Lord hadn't led me to say anything. God's gonna kill you for telling that lie. When the Lord calls you, when He calls you, we all call. Y'all said today. I was reading it to you for a reason. You're going to defend the doctrine of the church. You're going to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now, when you see obvious wrong, how much do you have to be led to say something against obvious wrong? I tell you one thing about the world don't need any leading. Now I do admire that about him. I admit I admire that about the sinner. The sinner is committed.
So there you have it, you guys. My basic sentiment on this, if you look at the members of his church, they look like older generation members, okay? And I say that to say they tend to have very old school values. And that generation tends to be very judgmental. And that's what this comes off as, judgmental, okay? If you don't like the song, you don't have to listen to it. But why do you have to drag Beyoncé for her artistry into your sermon in church? And it seems a little clout chasey to me, okay? And I see a lot of male dominant presence in the church, but this is a reason why a lot of young people are falling away from religion, because they do not want to have to face this type of scrutiny, all right? Drop down into my comments. Let me know what y'all think, guys, about him trying to create a sermon based off of Beyonce's album. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. And it's just as simple as that. But I don't understand why she had to be dragged for her art. It's just art, all right? But his message wasn't very well received by a lot of people, because Dorinda Clark Cole defends Beyonce, and she's part of the Clark sisters. So Dorinda Clark, and shout out to the Shade Room, Dorinda Clark Cole defends Beyonce following Bishop Wooden's comments about her song Church Girl. All right, so let's jump into the article. Dorinda Clark Cole is coming to Beyonce's defense after Bishop Patrick Wooden's recent comments about her song Church Girl. If you recall, Bishop referred to her new song as sacrilege during a church sermon. Bishop said to sample the song of a real church lady, Twinkie Clark. I don't know whether she knew what she was going to do with the song or not, but she knows she's not saved. He added, I pray to God that a stiff denunciation of what she did with that song is put out. It shows that we're not speaking up. Nobody respects the church. But maybe what people don't respect the church because of all the scandal that comes attached with the church. Sir, what does that have to do with Beyonce and her album? The Beehive going to come for her. So, however, Dorinda, quarter of the legendary Clark sister, doesn't feel that way. Dorinda said that folks need to leave Beyonce alone. If you're unfamiliar, the song samples the Clark sisters' song, Center of Thy Will, written by Albanita, Twinkie Clark, okay? So Dorinda defends Beyonce. Let's see what she has to say.
Yeah, y'all leave Beyonce alone. Center of his will. Leave her alone. As long as she got something in there, that's all right. Amen.
So she's defending her. But drop down into my comments. Let me know what you think. Dorinda, and she defends a Bishop comment, Church Girl. If you recall, Bishop referred to a new song as sacrilege. So she just simply said, leave her alone. And if you all know the story behind the Clark sisters, they struggled and battled with their mom for years to try to bring their music into mainstream. So that's why I feel like she has that position. They've been wanting to cross over. There's plenty of good music on the secular end. It's all about the message you want to send and the music you write and put out. So Miss Tina Lawson, of course, Mama Bear's going to come to her baby's rescue. She says gossip artists have been sampling secular songs and turning them gospel for decades, and you've been worshiping and dancing to them songs. Now, when they want to sample our songs, we get self-righteous and fake holy. That's the epitome of hypocrisy. Hashtag church girls. I love it. I love that she came and spoke out in defense of her daughter because it's just unnecessary. And the churches need to come up with the times nowadays. If they want to keep the youth involved in ministry, but there's so much scandal. It's just like, who do you trust when it comes to religion
these days? Because everyone has an agenda. And Pastor, I'm sure you got some skeletons in your closet, okay? Coming from my girl B. I happen to like her album. Make sure y'all drop down into my comments. I want y'all to rate her album from the scale of 1 to 10. Tell me what y'all think. Leave your favorite songs from the album in my comments. But this is all I have for you, Naughty Crew. I just wanted to see what y'all thought about this pastor basically attacking our girl, okay? And I love the new sound that everyone's coming out with. Drake, Beyonce, Chris Brown, he's still kind of in his same mode, but I still felt growth from his album. All right, you guys, that's all I have. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button. Until next time, Naughty Crew. Yes, I'm out. One.
Niggas came from Mars, y'all came from Venus. I'm feeling way too hot-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, now I got ether. Should've believed them, damn, you should've believed them. She took a dive.